Okay, so we're starting to put all of this together. We're starting to build up our yearly plan. And I think it's really important to make sure that we remember the mission. Now, it goes from the visions that we've created to the year plan. Now, the year plan for me is the mission. This is like actually what we're working towards. Whereas the 3, 5, 7, and 10 is the vision, is what we're in the long term aiming for. What we need to do now is dial down and remember the mission. Remember what we are trying to achieve. It's very good to be creating goals and making sure that we're reaching targets or we're trying to go in a direction. But once we've done all this work, what's to stop us just forgetting everything we've written down and then suddenly going to work on something that is no relevance to the direction you said you're going to go? So we have to remember the mission. We have to connect with the mission. So how can we do that? Well, I truly believe that checking in weekly on what those yearly plans are is essential. Now, if it's on your spreadsheet, all it takes is a click to go in and go, yep, remember the mission, remember the mission, look at the mission, look at what you said you were trying to do. Then analyze the work that you're doing. Is it in relation, is it parallel to the things that you said you were going to do? Or are you wasting your time and energy going in a different direction? And that is important because by looking at it regularly, frequently, it connects you to the mission emotionally. You would become emotionally connected to this mission. All right. And I think that's really, really important. Write it down in your journal, write it down on your computer, on your spreadsheets, put it up on a whiteboard in your office, but make sure that you can see it, make sure you're clear, make sure you're focused, make sure you're on top of it. And that is absolutely key and vital to making sure you don't forget what you're trying to achieve. Plan to be accountable to the mission. So we're going to be going into this in a lot more detail, but planning, your work, your time space to achieve the things that you said you were going to do is so important. And that's stuff that I'm going to be teaching you later down the line on this course. You have to ensure that you are planning ahead. You cannot just expect to show up and it be done for you. The year is still far away. The next module I'm going to be teaching you how to break down to your quarters, and the modules after that, how to manage your weeks and your days. That's where we're on the battlefield. That's where we're getting stuff done. Okay. Review your progress regularly. Weekly, I would say. Daily's probably a little excessive in terms of your relation to the year plan. Like daily reviewing is cool based on your day-to-day goals, but in terms of connecting with your year plan, every Sunday night, just take a look. Am I on target for where I should be? Am I doing what I should be? Am I moving forwards closer to my North Star? All these things just make it second nature in your subconscious that you are clear on your direction. So you don't feel hazy, you don't feel flustered, you don't feel overwhelmed. You know exactly where you're meant to be and where you are in relation to that. All right, guys, I hope that helps. Make sure you connect this, build up those systems of sticking it on your spreadsheet so you can check in once a week, write it in your journal, sticking it on the whiteboard, connecting with it and reviewing it each week.